Okay, good morning students, welcome back. In our previous class, we have completed our unit 2. So today we are going to start our new topic, new unit. The name of the unit is demand. So first of all, we are going to see what is the meaning of demand. So here, demand means what? So I am writing the meaning of demand is demand means demand. In a simple sense, we can say that demand is a quantity of a commodity. Commodity means goods or product. A demand is a demand is a quantity of a commodity which is demanded by a consumer for a given price. A demand is a quantity of a commodity demanded by a consumer for a given price. So this is the general or a simple meaning of a demand. If you want to see the perfect or the accurate definition of demand, you can prefer textbook. So demand is a quantity of a commodity demanded by a consumer for a given price. When you are demanding, when you are going for a purchase any commodity, whatever the commodity it is or whatever the quantity it is, if suppose you are going for a purchase of 1 kg of sugar, so what is the demand, what is your actual demand? Your actual demand is 1 kg sugar. So this 1 kg sugar is your demand. So now let me clear some points regarding this definition of demand. That is, there are some elements which are extremely essential to define a demand. First of all, demand is, first element is willingness. Willingness to purchase. First is willingness, second is desire, third is time, fourth is price. So here these are the 4 elements which actually defines a demand. So which type of things or which type of act we can call as a demand? So demand definition of demand include these 4 elements. First is willingness to purchase. So what do you mean by willingness to purchase? Willingness to purchase means you need to be willing. What we say in Gujarati, તમારી ઈચ્છા હોવી જોઈએ કોઈ પણ પ્રોડક્ટને પરચેસ કરવાની. વિધાઉટ યોર વિલિંગનેસ યુ આર નોટ going to purchase that product. So first element in the definition of demand is willing to purchase a product. You should be willing, you should be motivated to purchase a certain product. Second one is same to this. So willingness means what? You should be motivated to purchase a product on the given time, on the given period. And desire is the same. Desire is same as willingness, but there is a simple or you can say the minute difference. Desire means what? I am desiring to purchase a phone, so I am just desiring, my desire is to purchase a phone. But when I am ready to pay a price, for that product, so it becomes a willingness. Now desire will convert into willingness to purchase a product when when I am desiring to purchase a phone and I am ready to pay a price, then the desire will become a willingness to purchase a product. Now these two elements falls under the definition of the demand. Now second is time. Demand can be said to be a demand when you are demanding a product at a given time. For example, I am saying you in Hindi. Suppose मुझे एक फ़ोन परचेस करना है, अभी मेरी डिमांड है मुझे एक फ़ोन परचेस करना है, लेकिन डिमांड उसको डिमांड कब बोलेंगे, जब गिवन टाइम, जिस टाइम पर मुझे परचेस करना है. फॉर एग्जांपल अभी मेरी डिमांड है, मैं 10 बजे मुझे फ़ोन चाहिए, 10 बजे मेरी डिमांड है कि 10 o'clock को मैं फ़ोन परचेस करने गया हूँ, 10 o'clock को मैं फ़ोन परचेस करने गया हूँ. तो मेरी डिमांड अराइज कब हुई है, 10 o'clock को. ठीक है, अब मैं फ़ोन वहाँ परचेस करने गया हूँ, लेकिन मेरे को 10 बजे नहीं चाहिए, मुझे 10 बजे नहीं चाहिए, मुझे अब चाहिए 12 बजे. So you cannot say that the demand is fulfilled at the said time. So the second element in the definition of the demand is time. You should be willing to purchase a product at a given period of time as well as given price. Suppose the price of the phone is 10,000 rupees. My demand is to purchase a phone. Now the price of the product is 10,000 rupees and I am having 9,000 rupees, so I am not ready to purchase a product, or you can say I am not ready to purchase a phone. So you can say that it cannot be said as a demand, because why? Because I am not paying 10,000 rupees for a said phone. Okay, so these are the four elements which includes in the definition of the demand. If you are going to prefer a textbook for this definition, you will definitely see these 4 points mentioned differently in the textbook. Okay, so now you all are clear with the meaning of the demand. So demand is, now we are going to see the factors affecting demand. So there are certain factors which affects the demand of a consumer, of an individual. So there are total 7 factors which affects the demand. So first of all, the first factor in the factors which affects the demand is price of a commodity. As we all know, price of a commodity is a main factor, you can say the major factor which affects the demand. How? Suppose the price of an bicycle is 7,000. Now suppose the price of a commodity, here commodity means what? Commodity means goods and any product. So price of a bicycle is 7,000 and the buyers are 10. For example, buyers are 10. Now when the price is 7,000, you can see that the demand is very less. Only 10 individuals, or you can say that only 10 people are ready to purchase a bicycle. On the other hand, when the demand falls and when the price of the product is 5,000, demand will be 20. So you can say that by saying this, you can say that the price is the factor which affects the demand. When the price is 7,000, people are purchasing the bicycle. The number of people are purchasing the bicycle is only 10. But when the price falls to 5,000, when the same bicycle is now available at the price of 5,000, the demand of the product will be more and the demand of the product will increase. There is one law you will study in this chapter in detail further. Demand increases, price increase, demand. There is an inverse relation between price and demand. जब प्राइस बढ़ता है तो डिमांड कम हो जाती है और जब प्राइस कम होता है तो डिमांड बढ़ जाती है. Okay, when price increases, demand decreases. Price decreases, demand increases. Okay, so the first factor that affects the demand is price of a commodity. So now the second factor is taste and preference ऑफ ए कंज्यूमर. देखो डिमांड सेकंड जो कैरेक्टर इसमें जो फैक्टर दिया है वो क्या दिया है, टेस्ट एंड प्रेफरेंस ऑफ ए कंज्यूमर. कोई भी प्रोडक्ट, किसी भी प्रोडक्ट की डिमांड कुछ लिमिट या कुछ टाइम के बाद चेंज होती है. फॉर एग्जाम्पल सपोज यू आर यूजिंग शैम्पू. You are using shampoo of Clinic Plus. Before 10 to 8 to 10 years, there is a huge demand. There is a high demand of Clinic Plus shampoo. Now you hardly see the production of you hardly see the shampoo of Clinic Plus. I guess this shampoo is now not available in the market. It is outdated now. In earlier stage people are willing to purchase this shampoo Clinic Plus. Now people are moving towards what? Dove. Okay, Dove, Head and Shoulder. These are the some shampoos which are now highly demanded in the market. So you can say that consumers, or you can say the customers, are changing their demand of a particular product according to the change in time. So taste and preference means what you are going to prefer according to your needs. So now the demand of a Clinic Plus shampoo is less, or you can say zero, compared to Dove and Head and Shoulder. Now let me give you one more example. Take your example, when you were a child, you prefer what? You prefer story books. You prefer story books. When you grow up, when you become mature, when you become mature boy, you prefer what? Novels and knowledgeable books. An old person, when you become old, you prefer more see here the demand is keep on changing. The book is same, you are preferring a book, but when you are a child you are more interested in cartoon and story books. But when you mature, you prefer more novels and knowledgeable books. And when you become old, an old person prefer more holy books like Bhagavad Gita. Okay, so these are the some changes which seen in the person. Because of these changes, there is a change in demand of a person. So the second point is taste and preference of a consumer, which keeps on changing according to the time. Now the second one is income of a consumer. So this is also one of the factor which affects the demand of a consumer. Income. Suppose you are purchasing 1 liter of milk when your salary is 10,000. Suppose you are employed in a profession of teaching and your salary is 10,000. Now when your salary is 10,000, you are purchasing 1 liter of milk daily. Now suppose your salary increased to 20,000. Now you are earning more than before. Before you are earning 10,000, now you are earning 20,000 per month. So now what happened? Now your demand increases to Now your demand increases 2 liter of milk daily. Now you are consuming 2 liter of milk, 2 liter of milk daily. Before what you are doing, you are consuming only 1 liter of milk daily. So you can say that increasing the income of a person, which indirectly increases the demand of that person. Another example is you are having you are using bicycle when you are having 10,000 salary, but now you are having bike. Why you are having bike? Because now you are getting 20,000 per month as your salary. So as your income increases, your demand for the product is also increased. Okay, so this is the third factors which affect the demand is income of a consumer. Now the fourth factor which affects the consumer demand is price of a substitute goods. So what do you mean by substitute goods? First of all, what do you mean by substitute goods? Substitute goods are same goods which are having same features. Substitute means what? Same, which can be किसी भी प्रोडक्ट का सेम अल्टरनेटिव मार्केट में अगर अवेलेबल होता है उसको बोलते हैं हम सब्सटीट्यूट गुड्स. फॉर एग्जांपल, अब ये सब्सटीट्यूट्स जो गुड्स है वो कैसे इफेक्ट करता है डिमांड को, वो देखो. फॉर एग्जांपल, यू आर प्रिफरिंग एलजी टीवी. You are preferring LG TV which is 20,000. The cost of the LG TV is 20,000. Now same TV is available, same features, sorry, this is the LG TV. Now the same features are available in MI TV. MI जो कंपनी है वो सेम फीचर्स दे रही है LG के, जो LG दे रही है वही फीचर्स दे रही है, सेम फीचर्स MI दे रही है, लेकिन उसकी प्राइस क्या है? 15,000. So in which product you would like to purchase, in what product or what type of product you would like to purchase, LG TV or MI TV? I think obviously you will go for this product MI TV. Why? Because both the TVs are useful for what? You are watching movies and cartoons on this TV, but both are same, but there is a difference in price. So you can see that substitute goods are indirectly affecting the demand. So now automatically the demand of TV, LG TV will decrease. Why demand of LG TV will decrease? Because there is a substitute available in the market, that is MI TV. Okay, so this is the way how the demand affects in the market with respect to substitute goods. Now the fifth point is price of a complementary goods. What do you mean by complementary goods? Complementary goods are those goods which are used together. For example, tea and sugar, specs, glass and specs frame. Okay, wait, I will give you a simple example. Mobile, take the example of mobile and SIM card. Here complementary goods are those goods which are giving complement to each other in the way of without by combining them the final product, or you can say the final goods made, or you can say created by you can see the example of tea and sugar. You use tea and sugar both for making a tea, okay. On the other hand, SIM card, mobile and SIM card, you cannot use phone without SIM card. You need SIM card also, you need mobile also. So you can say that mobile and SIM card are complementary goods. On the other hand, tea and sugar are complementary goods. So now what happen when the demand of tea increases? For example, the demand of tea increases, the demand of sugar also increases. Complementary goods are those goods where the demand of tea increases, the demand of sugar also increases. On the other hand, when the demand of mobile increases, the demand of SIM card also increases, because both the goods are used together for producing the final product or producing the final outcome. Okay, now the expectation about future. This is the one of the factor which affects the demand is expectation. Expectation by whom? Expectation of consumer. So here expectation means what? For example, अगर आप ये सोच रहे हो कि फ्यूचर में इन फ्यूचर किसी भी कमोडिटी का, फॉर एग्जांपल लेट मी टेक एन एग्जांपल ऑफ टोमेटोज। अगर आप ये सोच रहे हो कि टोमेटोज जो हैं इसका भाव फ्यूचर में, मतलब इसका जो रेट है वो फ्यूचर में बढ़ेगा, तो आप क्या करोगे? आप इसको अभी से परचेस कर लेंगे, क्योंकि करंट में जो प्राइस है टोमेटो का वो लो है, लेकिन आपको ये लग रहा है कि टोमेटो का प्राइस फ्यूचर में बढ़ने वाला है, तो आप क्या करोगे? हाई अमाउंट में परचेस करोगे। When you are thinking that the price of the tomato is going to rise in future, what you will do? You will purchase in high amount. You will store tomatoes in high amount. So indirectly, what happens? The demand of the tomato will increase in present. Okay. On the other hand, same for tomatoes. If you came to know that the demand of the tomato is not going to increase in future, so what you will do? You will purchase less. अगर आपको ऐसा पता चलता है कि नहीं अभी जो टोमेटो का भाव अभी चल रहा है, फॉर एग्जांपल द प्राइस ऑफ अ टोमेटो इज 10 रुपीज per kg. Now for example the price of a tomato is 10 rupees per kg. अगर आपको ये पता चल रहा है कि नहीं फ्यूचर में भी इसका रेट जो है वो 10 रुपीस ही रहेगा, तो आप क्या करोगे? नॉर्मल जितना आपको जरूर है 1 kg चाहिए तो आप 1 kg ही परचेस करोगे। अगर आपको ऐसा लगता है कि हाँ फ्यूचर में इसका प्राइस बढ़ेगा, तो आप क्या करोगे? आपको चाहिए कितना? 1 kg चाहिए, लेकिन आप क्या करोगे? स्टोर कर लोगे आप ज़्यादा। ठीक है, तो इससे भी क्या होता है कि डिमांड मार्केट में चेंज होती है अकॉर्डिंग टू द expectation about future price. Okay, now the last point is size and demographic profile of a population. साइज ये कैसे मैटर करता है? फॉर एग्जाम्पल द डिमांड ऑफ एनी प्रोडक्ट in a certain area. For example, in this area 100 people are living in this area, so you can say that the demand is less compared to the demand of this particular area. So you can say that the size of an locality of an any region, particular region depends, or you can say affects the demand. You can by looking here you can say that the demand of this area will be less compared to the demand of this area, or the people who are living in this locality having a larger amount of demand compared to this lesser area. So the demand also keeps on changing according to the locality of the people. On the other hand, demographic means what? Demographic, let me explain you this point. Demographic means what type of peoples are living in that particular area. For example, here this is one area, for example this is Anand. Now in Anand you can see that there is a huge demand of what? There is a huge demand of books and stationery item. Why? Because in Anand Vidyanagar there are various schools and colleges available in Anand Vidyanagar. So ultimately there are huge demand of books and stationery. So you can see here that the demand depends on the demographic area where the people are living. So generally in Anand and Vidyanagar there are large number of students are living, so the demand of books and stationery will be high. On the other hand, areas where old peoples are living, for example the areas where old peoples are more, so when in the area where the old peoples are more, the demand will be of more medicines, see, when the locality where old peoples are more, definitely there will be a demand of medicine high. Because why there is a high demand in medicine? Because old peoples are generally suffering from many diseases and many problems, so they will purchase more medicine. So you can say that the demand will also change according to the locality and the people who are living in that region or locality. Okay, so this was our topic. And all these 7 points are included in the factors which affects demand. So in our next class we are going to see further about demand and their different type of law. If you are having any doubt, please let me know. Thank you.